Welcome to Oxboom, the technical magazine with Wolfgang Rudolph. I would like to welcome you today, and I would like to show you two products, which I find very interesting. But before, I would like to tell you why we really need Technik. Certain Technik special technology for our, I would like to say, daily work, cameras. There's something special. They are for years, for me, very attractive. I've also thought, how is it really? Hearing is a story and we can extend it. We did it as kids. We took a garden hosepipe, put a cup or something on each end, went round the corner and we could hear each other. But how does that work with looking? Looking through a hosepipe doesn't work so easily. We have to have other things. Naturally, we could take optical fibers with special optics. It's not so easy. That's why probably the cameras in the original form have grown more into the industrial and private area. And this camera technology has made fantastic developments. Have a look here. I've brought something with me. That is a chunk. It is a semi-professional camera. And it cost in those days 4,000 German marks. But it was more than a quarter of a century ago. Heavy, and it couldn't record anything. It needed a recorder for that. It didn't have a power block. They weren't that far in those days. Plus the plug, a 10-pole plug in itself, a massive bulk. And when I show that next to a very modern camera, you can see the difference in the size. At the front, this little part, is a totally modern camera. It has an objective. You can actually adjust as well. And on the back the connections. So this camera, the little one, it has a higher resolution as my big chunk here. This little camera makes a much better picture as the big chunk. It makes in the dark much better recordings as that thing. Because that needed a lot of light in those days. And it doesn't cost 4,000 German marks or so. But in large quantity, not even 5 euros, around about 3 to 4 euros. What I saw last, if you buy 1,000 pieces, and even in the single piece, they only cost about 10 euros. So this technology has made a massive leap. And so it is possible to make a sort of a garden hose for our eyes. This camera attaching to a long line onto a display, we look at and can see what is happening anywhere far away. And what you can do, especially with little cameras, I want to show you now. From PCE, I have brought for you a video scope. Yeah, endoscope. But this term you usually use in the medicine area. We say here in the technical area more video scope, to make a clear difference. This is the VE330. The 330 explains a device with a 2-meter endoscope, or how we say videoscope tube. Why we say that I don't know exactly. Let's have a look at the device. That's how it looks like, very handy, so you can hold it in one hand. The on button, over it a wide key to make video recordings, with a resolution of 320 to 240 image points. The very big key to take photos. All of the recordings are saved onto the delivered memory card. I'll show you in a bit where that inserts. But the photos, we have the double or more or less the 4 times resolution, 640 to 480 image points. And then we have here at the top the menu keys. I can, for example, when I push the OK key, see a menu, and AV out, the device I can attach to a video device or a TV or monitor. With a video in, the cable for that is also delivered with the device. Date, time, language setting, I think 7 or 8 languages, different European languages are possible. TV system, PAL or NTC, so all that what you need. And when I go out of it now, we have a green bar that shows me how much space is on the memory card. And that is simply everything. Let's have a look at the side. At the top is the insert slot for the memory card, which is delivered with it. And here we have underneath the rubber cover, we find our port for the video, and at the bottom the in port for the delivered with power supply. So shut the flap, and here behind is a lid for the USB connection, and here at the bottom is a fine setting. And we have to look at the front of the optic, and at the front of the optic you can see what happens. I can set the lightness very light, darker, very dark, or out. That means the lighting strength what I want to see. So I have also naturally tried things with this. I have a pile of wood I wanted to look at, because sometimes I hear things inside, and I would like to know if anything is living inside. I went with that inside. Have a look, that's what the original picture looks like. When we're with this long tube, I'll just take it apart, and you can see that it's really 2 meters. If you go inside of anything, it is a flexible tube with a bending radius of 90 millimeters. That is usually for the most cases sufficient. And if you want to look around corners, there are 3 different attachments with it. There are deflection mirrors with different angles, 90 degrees, 110 degrees, 70 degrees. You attach something onto the top and can look around corners without having to bend. So a device with a built-in battery, complete with all parts you need. Though also this camera part, the bending tube detach, and attach a shorter or longer tube, depending on what your needs are. A device which everywhere where you have to look inside something, where with a normal thing like our eyes you do not get inside of. Because with the 5.5 millimeter diameter you come into nearly every space, and then can see from outside what it looks like inside. A videoscope or endoscope, where the term endoscope more in the medicine area is used, but they mix a little. But we are talking about the technical term. Really, a videoscope, a device with which you record videos in technical areas like service, maintenance areas and such. So that's what the device looks like. It is the VE350. Here at the bottom we have the power switch, there we can turn it on. Power switch is really false, it has a built-in battery, so it is the turn on button of the device. The white key, with this you start video recordings with a resolution of 320 to 240 imaging points. Here I can take photos, just push on it and a photo is made, and that with a resolution of 640 to 480 image points. Above it there are what you can say cursor keys and a menu key. I can do different settings here. The device has a video out, which we can see here. I can attach a display monitor or TV to it. That what the camera sees live to see too. Date and time is clear. Language up to 7 or 8 languages we can set. TV system, Palo NTC and so forth. But we'll go out again. Here you can see the occupancy of the memory card. There isn't much on it, and on the side is a delivered memory card in. That's where the data is saved. I can also take it out. Here's the video connection at the top. The cable is also delivered with. Here the power supply is connected, which is included, and on the other side is underneath the lid the USB connection. And the adjuster for the lightness of the optic. When I turn it on, it goes from out, on, and different states of lightness I can set with it, depending on what I need. So something very special has this device, and that is here. You have the possibility, when I turn on this control knob, and now watch what the camera head does when I turn it. It moves. That means when I'm looking somewhere, I can additionally turn the head. It looks crazy somehow.
Das heißt, ich kann da, wo ich hingucken will, auch noch zusätzlich den Kopf bewegen. Das sieht ja irgendwo irre aus.
I'll hold it here next to the knob and have a look how it moves. It looks like it is some sort of animal that looks around the corner or something. It is very interesting and very useful.
Ist schon interessant und vor allem
I made a few recordings in my car in the boot lid where I can't look inside. I've looked for a cable, the cable from the reverse camera, and it helped me with it. And as you see, you have to know what it is to recognize it. But if I am looking for something, I know what I'm looking for. I can show you something else. Have you ever looked in my trouser pocket? No, you haven't, because it's down there. With this, we could look inside. So see what I have in there. Let's have a look. So in there is my car keys,
da befindet sich
and somewhere there is my pocket knife.
den sehen wir da,
This big thing that I always have with me.
Kette und dann irgendwo
And even when that is not a typical usage for this, you can see light distinctive pictures.
so, also
From there where you can't get to with your head or eyes. An eye extension for all those working in the technical, maintenance or service area, a wonderful aid.
für alle, die im Bereich Technik, Wartung, Service tätig sind, ein wunderbares Hilfsmittel.
So, two very nice devices, which are very useful. I was pleased with them. I will work with them for a couple of days before I give them back. But let us back to them.
Lassen wir noch mal kurz darauf zurückkommen.
That is the device PCE VE330 with the 2-meter tube.
330 mit den
In this version, it gives also with 1 meter or 10 meter. 10 meters a lot.
10 Meter, 10 Meter.
With lighting on the front, which can do videos and also normal recordings as pictures.
Auch ganz normal.
A device which in the most cases is good enough.
So, ein Gerät, mit dem man eigentlich in den meisten Fällen zurechtkommen sollte.
And here we have a device, it has a little bit thicker tube, the PCE VE350. The tube from the one before was 5.5 millimeters, this is 6 millimeters, but it is also has an extra feature, what we never had before.
Und zwar
This changing of the angle with the remote.
Ändern des Winkels hier vorne,
With this turning wheel, which you can look around corners with.
also wirklich die Ecke gucken.
So I hope you like to see these devices in action. So now we say that is the VE350 in me. Bye and wavy wavy.